And we're taking a live look at what's going on outside right now because we have some sun trying to peek through those clouds. You see off in the distance, a little of a cloud deck is hanging around, but at least we're not getting stormed on. Live Viper, all is quiet. We need quiet for a few hours because it was pretty rough, and it was rough late into the evening hours, especially on the western half of the North Shore. You had the storms lingering to about 3 or 4 o'clock this morning, but clear sailing. Everybody driving into work this morning, no weather concerns per se, although the streets might still be wet in a few spots. It's 80 at the airport in Kenner. We did dip into the 70s last night. That's the first night we've seen in the 70s in about a week. It's a long duration to be 80 or above. Rain cooled on the North Shore, 73, and Hammond, Slidell's at 72 degrees. It feels just a little different this morning because we did see those storms, and that did cool the atmosphere. Want to give away a mugshot of the day this morning. Carla Bell, congratulations to you. You're the winner of the mugshot of the day from New Orleans, Louisiana. Remember, submit your pictures. That link right there at the bottom, fox8live.com/mugshot. Let's talk today because the rain potential once again is going to be high. Now, yesterday it was hot all day long, and then the storms waited till the evening hours. Today, I think the heating of the day, middle of the afternoon, we're going to see widespread storms blossom. They're first going to be north, and then they're going to transition down from the north and move to the south and east. And you see these pockets in here. Every time this model updates, which this model updates every hour, it moves those pockets of reds and purples and whites around. It's not the same exact spot. That tells me that it's seeing there's going to be a heavy rain threat throughout the day today. It doesn't know exactly where it's going to be, but it's going to be across southeast Louisiana or South Mississippi. Yes, 2 to 4 inches easily possible with these downpours, and you could exceed that if you have a storm develop over you and it sit on you for 2 or 3 hours. The train tracks, the storm track, this is what we call a surface trough in meteorology, but I'm pretending this is the train tracks, all right, because that's where the storms are going to want to run. That area has shifted down to the south, closer to us. Last week it was up here along the I-20 corridor, so everything went right around us. Today, more so, it's oriented to where everything that develops in North Louisiana will probably push towards southeast Louisiana, and we are going to see that storm threat as we progress into the afternoon. We get a break tonight after the storms wind down around midnight, and then tomorrow looks like the coastline. It might be your turn to see some heavy storms developing in that Wednesday forecast. North Shore, Mississippi Gulf Coast, you might have a dry day for Wednesday, and then we all are back into the storm potential Thursday and Friday as I increase our rain chances yet again. So our local weather, very busy. The tropics, here we are middle of June, very busy. We have 2 areas that we're monitoring. First one is Tropical Storm Brett, which developed yesterday. You see that swirling about there. And there's another strong tropical wave behind it. This is Invest 93L. This is not typical, especially at this time of year. Yeah, if it was September, August, I would say between the coast of Africa and the Lesser Antilles, you're supposed to see multiple waves looking like that, but not here in the middle of June. The track for Tropical Storm Brett, the track thinking hasn't changed much. It should strengthen a little bit over the next day or two, possibly becoming our first hurricane of the season, and then it starts its weakening trend. As it gets to the Lesser Antilles, a big rain threat for them, maybe some wind, but not an intense hurricane, and then it moves into the eastern Caribbean. At this point, everybody would probably be in the Gulf of Mexico saying that's not a good track for us because usually when they move in this area, they're going to find their way somewhere into the Gulf of Mexico, but I will caution you, it will be weakening as it moves into the Eastern Caribbean, and the environment looks very bad by that point where hopefully it just falls apart altogether. This is the one behind it. This is Invest 93L. High chance that this becomes our next system, but it should start to turn more so to the north as Brett moves east or westbound into the Eastern Caribbean. Here's the 7-day, and high rain chances for us, just like there's high chances that we get another named storm out in the Atlantic. Strong storms a possibility into this afternoon. The highs the next few days, not bad, but we will have those storm chances. That's what's knocking down our highs, and still some rain around into the weekend. The marine forecast, it's better. It's been very windy with the heat, but now that the heat's subsiding, the winds are coming down. But the problem you deal with now is you do not want to be outside with the storms like there were last night. That is not fun.
The alerts were like coming in rapid fire from the weather app, from the city's, NOLA ready alerts.
And then we had some emergency activations because the flash flood warnings were considerable, which makes it alert your phone. So be prepared for more of that today.
Crazy night. A lot of people awakened in the middle of the night by that one. Also, quick note, because we had some breaking news. If you were just waking up, LSU lost a heartbreaker to Wake Forest. They will play Tennessee tonight in the College World Series in the losers bracket.
Right. But LSU fans did win the Jello Shot Challenge.
So I guess that's some
Trying to win
consolation.
both of them.
Yes, we do want to win both, but we got one under our belts now.
Especially, the competition.
Yes.
All right, I mean, the real one. All right, Christy, what's up out